Welcome to the Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. Discover with us and enjoy our holistic resources. Join us weekly on Wednesdays for our live talk show discussing the topics central to maintaining the holistic lifestyle you want. Each week we bring on leaders, product providers, and educators to enlighten and empower your natural journey in wellness. Let us begin. Welcome to another fabulous Wellness Wednesday. We're broadcasting live on Interlight Radio, known as the Healing Frequency. This is the Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. We are here each and every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Our Facebook page is Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. Once again, Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. Our website is createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Once again, createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Now, if you have any questions you'd like to call in for our guests or co-hosts, that call-in number would be 310-928-7733. Once again, 310-928-7733. All right, Dr. Rabb, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Everything is moving in the right direction now. I got over the sadness and all of that from losing my daughter.
Your daughter, yeah, We're sad to hear that.
Yeah, but I'm fine now. Work has to go on, and so we're back at it.
You got a lot of people that are counting on you, Doc. So we know how that is. So
yeah,
you're the number one guy now. I mean, there's no more Dr. Goss or anybody. You are at the top of the food chain, sir.
Ooh.
For Los Angeles, that's it. Dr. Rabb is the man. All right, Dr. Brookh, how you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. It's a sunny, beautiful day here in Wisconsin. We love those because we do not get them all year long.
Wisconsin!
Sunshine!
Yeah, we love it.
How about you, Johnathan?
Well, things are great out here. Well, I'm going to meet with some people tomorrow. One of the Orange County housewives and a friend of mine launched a nice natural line of clothing, activewear for women. I'm going to bring them all together, and we'll be talking about a new glutathione product that's on the market, which I like, that you swish around your mouth, and a spray for your skin. So I'm out, just trying to share more information for everybody, give them choices. Hopefully something resonates with them that they can utilize. So
you are outstanding about that. Yeah, you're real.
Well, I'll let everybody decide. I just do my job, put it out there. Hopefully it's beneficial to everyone. So, just like you're out there shedding those pounds.
I mean, it's just fantastic. I had a lady in today who, she had breast cancer and it spread, of course, to everywhere. But she is, looks like cancer free now. So she is
that's
doing
a blessing.
great. But she came in thinking she wanted to lose weight, and she has lost a lot of weight. But how wonderful to be able to support somebody through the most trying time of their life, where they need to get healthy again. And she's been doing that with this healthy, reasonable program. So I'm so proud of her. But it's such an honor to be working part of her team. They don't think about the people who are doing the radiation and the other things are not thinking about her nutrition and what's going to make her healthy again, but that's where I come in. So it's been such a great thing. Yeah.
It's amazing. You really wonder what those people think about. They see so much. What are they really thinking? I think I'm going to ask somebody next time I go in, hey, you're working here. What are you thinking half the time? That'd be a good question.
Wouldn't it? Well,
how do you make it through the day? I mean, are you really buying into what you're doing, or you're just getting paid? I want to know. I mean, I won't tell anybody.
How do you answer that, right? Yeah.
Well, I tell them, hey, look, I'm not an investigative reporter person. I mean, tell me the truth. I mean, I would be surprised what people are thinking about. I know in COVID, I couldn't believe that people were like getting home, going to the garage, taking all their clothes off, leaving them there by the washing machine before they even went to the house.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah.
Well, at first when we didn't know what it was.
That's a Reggie.
What's that about?
Reggie?
At first when we didn't know what it was, I see that. But yeah, we actually sat we were in Colorado, and we sat in an Uber, and we were like, we shared our views. The guy was like, oh, thank God. And so we sat in a joyful car ride. But he said he had a nurse from the biggest hospital in Colorado, in Denver, who said he's been reporting the truth to the superiors and nobody wants to listen to him. He even phoned the radio stations and the news stations nearby and said nobody wanted to meet with him. So,
well, the truth is a little hard to take,
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. And we don't expect everybody to do the right thing because most people blame it on survival.
Right. And especially when we've committed to the opposite. It's really hard to go back and say, from a profession who's been touted as fake gods, it's really hard for them to say, oh, wait a minute, maybe we got that wrong. Let's just circle back on that.
I'll tell you, it's nothing nice out there, Doc. You really have to do your research. You really have to get involved because you can't give those guys all that power because you know what? They're just trying to survive, do the job, do what they're told,
Exactly.
They can't afford to have an original thought. They're not going to let them. So,
well, and to listen to our little voice. I mean, we take so little time to just sit or like before I could, started a practice of this, in the shower, I would get these messages or these thoughts. And I was like, I need a piece of paper right now in the shower. And but we get these messages all day long, like, let's do this, let's not do that. Sometimes when we're talking to a person, we're like, oops, step back a little bit. And then we don't do it because we think, oh, that's crazy. But then we learn later why that is. But until we start putting those things together, like, oh my gosh, when I first met them, I didn't really like the feeling. And now look, that's just our way of learning, but nothing's wrong. I mean, everybody who's made these decisions that we might not agree with, they're learning something. They're putting some kind of experience into the universe. I just don't want those experiences. I'm going to get them anyway, but I just don't want them.
I know that's right, Doc. It's crazy out there. It's like, it was that one of those TV songs. It's a jungle out there. I think that's Monk.
Right?
Monk show. Yeah. That's the truth. Boy, I tell you. I think that's Randy Newman, I think. I can't remember. I always liked that.
But every generation has their crazy. I mean, think of the days when Elvis Presley moving his knee back and forth was like disgusting, risque. Oh my gosh, he's so sexual, but they wouldn't call it that. I mean, if that was the biggest problem right now.
Doc, you're killing me, but I love the sermon. All right. If you're just tuning in, this is the Great Holistic Lifestyle Show. We're going to take our break and we're going to come back and learn a little bit about our truth. We'll be right back.
Love it.
My name is Michelle. I am the beauty boss of A More Beautiful You with Jafra Cosmetics. What is so wonderful about Jafra is that it is an essential business and fits into everyday needs for everyone in your family. Jafra offers over 500 products within 4 departments, and they are, department number 1 is our skincare department with our 5 exclusive Royal Jelly skincare lines powered by our Royal Jelly RJX technology. Number 2 is our on-trend gorgeous color and makeup line, a must-see. Number 3 is our fragrance from the world's top perfumers. And department number 4 is our body care for the entire family. Just added is our daily advanced hand sanitizers in 2 sizes. I invite you to visit my website to see more of A More Beautiful You with Jafra. My website is www.amorebeautiful-u.com. That is www.amorebeautiful-u.com. Thank you and stay safe and well.
Hello, it's Dr. Vic. Finding the right supplement for your health can be very challenging. After years of research, I finally found the one supplement that made a difference. Fountain of Life, a Norwegian spruce extract. It's simply a game changer. Just 10 drops a day can make all of the difference. For more information, visit myopulence.com/Dr. Vic under health. That's myopulence.com/DRVIC. Fountain of Life is not a cure for any disease or ailment, but simply nature's powerful plant antioxidant. Stay well, my friends.
Welcome to the hemp industry, including new product CBD-based discoveries is here. It is a smart, organic personal care option today. Industrial hemp is one of the fastest growing segments of the wellness industry and is quickly emerging as a lucrative business opportunity for many. This emerging industry strives to create products that are designed to revolutionize the way people care for themselves. These products are well formulated to produce the finest quality of dietary supplements on the market, derived from industrial hemp containing proprietary CBD compounds that help support the body's endocannabinoid system. For more information regarding hemp, nano water soluble CBD, CBD pet care, CBD choices for your complete body, and receive your home delivery, visit The Lifestyle Store at www.createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Once again, The Lifestyle Store. It's at www.createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Health is the new wealth.
All right, we are back. Our featured guests today are two twin sisters, and boy, they have got some truth in them. Corinna and Isabelle, you ladies say hello.
Hello, Johnathan. Hello, everyone. Excited to be here.
Yes. I tell you, if giggles were lyrics, you guys would own it. I love it.
That's cute. I've never heard that before. I like it. Thank you for that.
So, ladies, tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you got into what you're doing, because it's interesting. I don't know which twin wants to go first.
Okay, so I'll start, Corinna.
Okay.
We basically, we are musicians and communicators and illustrators, and we use our creativity to try to bring people back to their own truth, because we believe there is one universal truth, which is love, but then there's individual truths within every one of us. They're just the story of the individual person, and we'd like to bring them back to their heart, because we believe that the heart knows the truth and will be able to guide every single one of us back to ourselves. And I think we were so misguided for so long that a lot of people have lost that path, and they don't trust themselves anymore. Yeah, so we'd like to be of service to help humanity come back to themselves, to not follow somebody else, but follow yourself.
All right, Isabelle, talk to us.
Okay, so I can say that Corinna and I started singing at a very young age. At age, we started to perform in our little hometown, and music was always part of our life. Our parents were singers, and love too. Corinna and I worked through a lot of things from childhood, and we are very much into, like she said, the only truth we see is love. And there's a lot of programming that happened from childhood. It's the things that we learned from the parents or from the upbringing from society, those truths that we all adapted. And then we make those experiences too, because we believe that what we believe is what we create. And since we watched ourselves, like we watched with each other, how we grew out of old programming, that's also something that we're sharing. Like we didn't grow out of it. We taught ourselves. We're still growing out of it. We're still working together and reminding each other that it's all about love, which is appreciation, which means that we can take whatever situation is coming with appreciation. And yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, it takes a lot of positive thinking on your part to stay in that state of mind.
For sure,
it's true.
It's monitoring your thoughts,
words,
and action.
And it's taking responsibility too. It's getting out of a mindset where we are victims to circumstance.
Absolutely.
And then, because if we think that something terrible will happen to us, the chances are that we create that because we believe that.
So not necessarily the thing, but the emotion that will come with it.
Absolutely.
No, it's the energy we put into the web, so to speak, into the energy field that we're all in.
So
is positivity? I mean, I guess I'm just thinking about what Johnathan just said, a lot of positivity. Is it, would you call it positivity that goes into this or something different?
Affirmations, I think, probably. To a degree.
There's a bunch of things. Well, if we're talking about positivity, there's many things that can bring us there. But our big one is that
when we monitor what we're thinking, what we're saying, what we're doing, and we're putting out the things that actually serve us and not the things that go against us, like, oh my God, I hope I'm not going to have an accident. That's not a thought nowadays we have at all.
Because it's supported for
exactly.
Absolutely.
We create the positivity in the sense of trust that we will be always taken care of. We do believe there's a higher energy out there, which, you know, I like to call God or love or life, whatever you want to call it. But it is a thing that wants us to survive, to succeed. Not just survive. It wants us to succeed. Yeah, I would actually say this is the energy field that we're in that is reflecting whatever energy we put in. And for some reason, it seems like society, our focus is most of the time, or in society, the focus is most of the time on the negatives. There's a lot of talking about the things we don't want. And this is where we remind each other too, Corinna and I, that we do not talk about things we don't want, or we do not get into it too much. Yeah, but I guess it is positivity. So it's the things we want. I would say that's what positivity is. That we focus on the things that we do want, our desires, and not the ones we don't want.
So what happens if something bad happens? I guess I've been challenging myself with understanding there is no good and bad. There's just our perception of it, and then anything that would happen that was painful is kind of just trying to get me to success. You know, it's like those things that we can learn from.
Absolutely. Well, we believe there is a bigger picture, and the bigger picture is always serving us. So sometimes we might have a situation where let's just say I have something that I don't like, and so my automatic response immediately will be, what the what's the mute here? What the hell is going on here? But then the next thought is coming back to this trust that I know, I do 100% believe this. I am where I am with reason. I don't know the reason, but I am where I am with reason. So then the next thing is to trust that whatever is seeing, I'm meant to see. And I'm dealing with this in the space of, I'm trying to be in love every moment. So then sometimes I'll have to say, where is the love? Because right now I don't see it. But I do always find it again. And then that's a matter of trust, you know. And I do also see that anytime something happens that doesn't feel right, if I keep my arms open and don't close my heart off, then it moves forward and actually things turn around again. Like there's a teaching, we could say, like when something terrible happens, I'm asking myself, why did this happen? What is within me? What is in my energy field to create something like this for me? What have I for it? And then I've always looked for patterns. Like what kind of this feeling? What does this remind me of? Where did I feel this before? And I've noticed that a lot of things that happened in my life that weren't so pretty, I could just trace energetically back to some other experience that I had prior to this that wasn't forgiven yet. Yeah, so it's almost like the things that we are experiencing are past programming. So it's showing me something about myself all the time. And if I can look at it with appreciation and say, okay, this feels terrible, but there is a learning in it. There's something for me to overcome here. There's something for me to release. Then it's easier to accept what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Harder to do when things are tougher, but we always can look back.
Absolutely.
I've always had friends that were 90s and 100s, and I ask them complicated questions because I think they have some answers, and they always do. But that's one of the first lady, Fern. She said, when you're in your 80s, you'll look back and you'll see why every single thing happened. And I was from then on, I just had my kids. I had them a little older, but I was like, I think I can see some things already. But then I was looking for it, and you get what you're looking for. You get what get what you focus on. And it's amazing, the beautiful dance that goes through everything that we perceive as good and bad. I mean, it's amazing why things happen.
Yeah, but I totally agree. But I have to say, like, if, because we weren't always like that. We went
Me
through,
neither.
dark behaviors and everything in order to get there. But I can say that because we come from a different background or a different experience, so we have an emotional understanding of both sides, and it's so much more fun to be in trust. In comparison, emotionally, oh my God, it's super fun to have trust.
Oh yeah.
If we can come to trust, it is a huge support. Trust and believe, because we also say, like, if you believe it, you have to believe it in order to see it.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. I remember seeing a visual of like when you die, there's this file cabinet. And when you open the file cabinet, it has like rooms and rooms and rooms full of file cabinets. And I can't remember the whole story, but the person was like, what's on all the cabinets? And they were like, every time you controlled something, I couldn't give you what I really wanted to give you. And
oh, wow, I like that.
Right? It sat with me forever because this is all the missed stuff that because we didn't trust and just, you know, with safety in mind, I suppose, but like there's some parameters, but the things that we miss because we think we know better, like as there's humans on this earth, it's amazing.
Yeah, so I guess a little bit wacko. Dr. Rabb.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, chime in on this. This is pretty interesting.
Well, I get a little glazed every now and then because of what happened to me, but
oh, I thought you. Yeah.
I'm very sorry. Yes, I'm very sorry about this.
Yeah.
Story. Yes, about your job.
Yeah.
It wakes you up. I know that, Doc. It wakes you up.
Yeah, you know, but everything is getting a lot better because I have my work. You know, I have that, so that keeps me busy. And I have a young lady who's working with me that's very, very good, and we've been friends for eons. And everything is, in fact, she's encouraging me to bring back into the fold some things that you know, had been kind of set aside. And so it's, you know, I'm overcoming the you know, the loss of my daughter, and I'm opening up to a lot, whatever God wants me to do. You know, just keep moving forward and doing what I can to help humanity. You know, so I'm good. I'm good.
We appreciate that. Ladies, sound healing. Talk to us.
Well, sound generally can be healing or not so much. Depends on the frequency. On the frequency of the music. You know, and guiding of the words. Yeah, there's something we always say, like the lyrics, they're like affirmations in songs. We feel like a lot of music is negative affirmations, where as a singer, I like to sing along to songs, or we like to sing along to songs, and then stopping myself because now I'm realizing, hey, wait, I am repeating something I don't want to myself right here. You know, I'm never going to make it, whatever the lyrics are.
Absolutely.
We're very conscious about what we are singing, especially those songs that stay in the head. And then I'm lying in bed and suddenly I keep repeating something negative because I keep hearing the music. So, we got very conscious about that.
It happens.
Plus we started to listen to music from very little on, and our parents would translate English lyrics to us. You know, we're originally from Germany. But the words, our parents didn't do any, you know, at the time, there was no raunchy music or like bad words, whatever. It was all mostly like about love and lots of heartbreak. So not too long ago, I was singing along to my shuffle, and it brought me some old music, and I sing along and I think, wait, this is not what I want to create. And then I looked at it deeper and I realized that all that heartbreak stuff that I, back in the day, so to speak, created by singing along constantly is what I ended up experiencing. And since then, I'm very, very clear on when I'm singing along to a song that I still like, but the lyrics don't serve me anymore, I change them. I sound like I don't know the song anymore, but it doesn't matter. They become a positive song.
We're the same way.
Good. Wow, that's true creation, you know.
There was some. So I like Nickelback, not all the songs, for exactly what you're talking about, but there was one that says something about drug dealers, and we called them book dealers. We would change all the words because we liked the song, but not what it said. Our poor kids.
Well, you guys have a time with rap music.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Right? Exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
but I suppose what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was saying what you're saying, though. I guess I didn't think about that. It would be changing their experience, because instead of saying drug dealers and saying book dealers, geez, you know, that's really cool what you're saying. I hadn't put it together like that. So thank you.
Yeah, and yet you did it that way. I love it.
My poor kids.
I love it. Yeah, we can say sound healing. Also, we use a lot of frequency music on YouTube. if you want. There's like all kinds of frequency music to help heal the heart or heal whatever.
Binaural beats are really great too for that, in the sense of raising a frequency.
Yeah, or even when we had physical pains, we use that a lot.
Immediately. If we have physical pain, if I have anything that hurts me, I go on the internet, on YouTube, and I call up binaural beats or frequency music for, I don't know.
And the other thing we're doing is always looking for spiritual meaning of the pain.
Yes, that's another good one. Yeah. Because we believe everything happens for a reason, and a physical
and an emotional body.
Yeah, and a physical pain is because of an emotional wound that hasn't been looked at or hasn't been healed. And then the body says, okay, you're not looking, you're not listening, so I'm just going to show you here. And then you've got a physical thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Uh-huh. So right.
Yes.
Oh,
Louise Hay was kind of the forerunner, it seems. She wrote a book about that. But there's a lot of information on that out online nowadays. And then I want to say, always looking online means always looking for more than one article. Yeah, because there's way too much out there to just go with the first that comes up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little research is
good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see that if everything is energy, then everything that comes across us, everything that comes towards us is some sort of energy signature of some sort. It's just some message for us. It includes animals too. It includes animals too. Like when there's an animal coming crossing our path, we believe it gives us a totem. It tells us something, especially if there was some interaction with that animal. So we can look that up too. Spiritual meaning for that animal or whatever totem.
Yeah, basically it's all messages. Believing that everything in life, everything that comes our way, everything that we hear or see or do, it's surrounding us.
Energetic messages, so symbolic. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's kind of interesting. When you're out in nature, what's very interesting is when you hear something, when it's inviting and when it's uninviting,
Oh, sure, you can feel that, but I do think that sometimes we are triggered by our own emotions, right? If you see an animal that most people think is scary, there might be an automatic response of thinking it's scary. But if you can, I believe, I have seen this I used to have arachnophobia with spiders, and I used to be seriously very afraid. But I'm not there anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. But it was because I had this moment of realizing that when I approached the spider that I was trying to catch in fear, it would, as soon as I get a glass over it, run around in the glass like crazy. But if I approached it fearlessly and I told it, come on, little friend, I know you want to be outside. It's okay. Come here. Stay calm. And then I put the glass over and it stays calm with me. And this to me proved, I 100% believe that, they pick up energy. Any animal will pick up energy. So if we're coming towards them with fear, then they're probably afraid too, and then they can get aggressive.
We know that. But also spiders, if I were a spider, the totem of the spider, if I see a spider, it's a sign that, hey, you're the creator. You're spinning the web. What are you creating? So it's it's a great totem, but, nowadays it's fine with me too. But back in the days, oh my God, was it scary.
Mm. That's really interesting. Yeah, because animals, I don't, when they come at me or whatever, I never exert fear. I let them know I'll go down on all fours of mine and it's on, I'm not giving my power away because they sense that. I remember one time I was taking a walk and this dog, I never forget, it came by, it looked like he was like totally harmless, and he came around and then tried to get at me a little bit. And I tell you, I raised my foot up like that Karate Kid,
No, you didn't do that.
I did, I tell you. And that dog went away. He said, I ain't messing with this guy.
Yeah. That's training for dogs. If you have a dog that's a jumper, if you put your knee out every time they try to jump on you, they'll soon forget to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Create a barrier.
It's interesting how the music, it creates thought and emotion in a person, how it can just really drive you to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I saw. Go ahead.
No, I'm so sorry. Please, I don't want to interrupt you.
I was watching a Law and Order. I like that show, Law and Order, because they have to be accurate with that. And this person's defense was the music kind of, made him do this crime. And I thought, man, what a defense, you blamed it on the music. It drove
what we're
it
learning
to
today.
behave this way,
But
when you think about like all what the music is saying to the kids these days, and they love it. I love it because the beat. I'm a dancer, and I love the beat to that stuff. But truly, what these ladies are saying, I mean, they're repeating horrible actions all day long as normal.
Right.
So it becomes normal.
Right.
I heard a lyric the other day. I couldn't even believe the lady said it. And I'm going to say this to you, but I'm not going to say it candid like she did. All right. So this is Megan Thee Stallion, okay? And she was basically letting everybody know it's a woman's world and yada, 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 okay? And she proceeded to say to this guy, I guess it wasn't doing what he was supposed to do in the relationship, that her body part was the most expensive thing he'll ever eat in his life, And I thought to myself, who thinks of this?
Right?
Who would think of something
think
like
about
that?
it all the time, but just don't sing about it to kids. Just I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, but there's just like it's not for a song. Maybe I don't know.
I think that's part of the manipulation.
I think when everything went haywire, I think before nice conservative people kind of controlled the thoughts of many, okay? And then Donahue came around. And Donahue kind of disrupted that on a real wealthier level, not so bad. But after Donahue came Jerry Springer, and that's when all hell done broke loose.
Right.
When Jerry Springer hit the scene, America went nuts. And showing that this kind of behavior is there and it's okay to do this, it was just shocking to me. And of course, there's
you mean when people lost it on TV?
Yeah, I mean, they set this stuff up, and letting know this kind of mentality is out there, and this is what it's like, and it just kind of disrupted a lot of nice minds into exploring evil, to a degree.
Right.
Because they get exploited, get a little taste of it, and then they go along with it.
What were we gonna say?
Right. No, I wanted to say that this is just a step further because I feel like there was a lot of negative examples, or the majority of examples are negative, it seems, on TV and in movies, and whatever is given to us is mainly negative examples. And then something like Jerry Springer just went a step further. Okay, now we do it live. We're not just scripting it, we're just getting people in and they're like real emotions. Now they're not just playing them, they're really experiencing them. Although I feel like every actor who plays something also experiences it. But
totally agree.
Yeah.
And there's whatever.
Well,
part
one
of
thing
the
I do like
manipulation that we're breaking out of.
One thing I do like about acting is those people that actually go and experience those lives. I remember, I think it was one of the actors, I forget his name. I don't know if it was Danny Glover. Somebody was researching for some role, and he actually dressed up like a homeless person, was going there cleaning the windows of cars of people. You know what I mean? Just to really experience what it was like. I think that that experience, experiencing things like that, is very important in life. That's why I never say to someone, I know how you feel. I say, I can imagine how you feel. Because unless I walked in that person's shoes, I wouldn't know for sure. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, absolutely fine. I was just wanting to say that, I mean, there's these tests that they made that if the mind, if you close your eyes and your mind is imagining, let's say you're jogging, your body's actually responding to it as if you are. So the mind is the leader of your experience. So the actor that's either outside, behind the camera or in front of the camera is pretending to be something else, is in that sense also emotionally experiencing that. And so there is where I feel like I used to want to act and I used to love the idea of being other people. Nowadays, I would never want to do that again just because I love myself so much and I love who I am and I don't want to pretend because there is something to being authentic, to live your authentic self. There's an energy force that goes through me that doesn't happen when I'm pretending. It doesn't happen when I'm untruthful, and I know I'm truthful because I used to not be as honest as I am. You know, nowadays I believe 100% everything I do has an impact. And so the more authentic and truthful I am, the better my life is. And so these actors that are playing roles that are actually sometimes by the directors were purposely, you know, having real emotions. Like, you know, that story of the birds and Alfred Hitchcock, how Tippi Hedren did not know that it's going to be real birds. She was told them they are mechanical birds. And then the real birds came, and the real fear you see on her face, that happened in movies all the time.
Yeah,
and
that's a Alfred Hitchcock. That was an interesting movie.
Oh, yeah, there are some interesting movies out there.
Yeah. All right. So listen, let's take a commercial break and we'll come back. Listen, if you're just tuning in, this is Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. We are live. The call-in number is 310-928-7733. Once again, 310-928-7733 is the call-in number. We'll be right back.
Hey there, Detox Jenny here. Is your digestion poor, painful, or just plain stuck? If so, please consider doing a short 3 to 10 day juice cleanse with my company, Earthly Juices. You can visit us at bringmejuice.com. You will be surprised what a difference a short cleanse can make within your body and your overall well-being. Our organic farm-to-table juice cleanses are handcrafted to exclude your allergies and geared towards solving your health issues. Call 310-404-6804 and mention this show and receive a free quart of juice with your first order. You can also find us at www.bringmejuice.com, or you could write us your detox questions at earthlyjuices@gmail.com. We can't wait to bring that juice to your doorstep.
I tell myself again and again, I'm happy about my favorite juice from gin. I tell myself again and again, well, Earthly Juices, they make the best juice cleanse.
Since the 1800s, supplemental delivery methods have essentially stayed the same through capsules and powder. Nothing is wrong with this form, just like nothing was wrong with listening to music on a record player. These products encompass a breakthrough nanotechnology, breaking large particles down to increase the bioavailability and effectiveness of all of its products. Through my travels and journey with health and wellness, I needed to understand the body more. So a friend of mine recommended that I understand glutathione. What is glutathione? Glutathione is the body's master antioxidant that impacts nearly every function in your body. It detoxifies your body's cells, and it also recycles itself to increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants, for example, vitamin C, D, etc. Glutathione is one of the most studied molecules in the world, with over 165,000 studies on PubMed, compared to vitamin C with only 69,000 studies. Would you like to know more? Visit www.createqualityoflife.com. Once again, www.createqualityoflife.com. There you'll find information in regards to glutathione and how it can possibly enhance the quality of your life. Health is the new wealth.
Hi, this is Dr. Nathan Rabb Jr., host of The Natural Way, which you can hear live on InnerLightRadio.com every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On The Natural Way, you will learn about alternative strategies to common medical practices to overcome some of the most common physical and mental maladies in the world today. The program is a live call-in show, so you can engage me by calling 310-928-7733 with your health-related questions. For private consultations, please call my office. That's at 310-419-4372. You can also reach me on the web at Dr. Dr. Nathan, Nathan, Rabb, Rabb.com. Be sure to tune in to The Natural Way every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, live on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. I'm Dr. Nathan Rabb. We see you on the air. Peace.
Historically, our ancestors lived 100% organic and natural, simply grazing off the green earth with fresh fruits and vegetables and blue oceans filled with seafood. Allowing your mind, body, and soul to be naturally healthy is how we were meant to live during this journey of our lives. We invite you to visit The Lifestyle Store. Once again, The Lifestyle Store for all of your family's health and wellness needs. Simply click on The Lifestyle Store at www.createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Once again, www.createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Keep this in mind. Health is the new wealth.
All right, and we are back. Okay. Dr. Brookh, I think you were saying something when we were getting ready to go to break. You still remember that thought?
No, I don't actually, but
I do
I'm
that all the
loving
time.
this conversation because this is the stuff, right? This is when I was saying, I mean, it's almost like I was doing I didn't know what the show was going to be about, to be honest with you. So when I was saying, like, listening to the little voice and I don't know, just obviously there's something in here for me today. So because that's how my day's set up. So I'm loving this.
Well,
thank you. Yeah, we always feel we're exactly where we're meant to be.
Yes. So tell us something, ladies, that you'd like the audience to know.
Well, we have our website, ourtruthmusic.com, and Isabel and I have
you say everything twice series. When you give out information like your website. Okay. Just make sure I was twice.
Our website is Our Truth Music, like your truth, our truth, ourtruthmusic.com. And on our website, we have an Our Truth series where Isabel and I talk about what we're doing with you right now, basically, where we just, have certain subjects that we discuss, her and I, because sometimes we might look at things not quite the same, but in the overall picture, we do think the same, but we're still very different, obviously. Which was also an interesting thing for us to learn, because we started out, I know that I started out thinking my sister is my twin sister and therefore she should behave like me. And if she doesn't, I was in shock that she doesn't do what I would be doing. I think that's human behavior. We do that to the people around us. They should behave like us. Right. But this is a great teaching ground for me to have that, and then to have Isabel say, I need you to have respect. And I'm thinking, why, what? And then I notice, okay, it's not respectful to expect the other person to be the same. I agree with that. But it was an automatic behavior because we grew up like that, where at the beginning when we were little, people would say, oh, they'd call us the wrong name and then say, oh, it's the same. So we grew up believing that it's the same, and we had to break out of that. And, it wasn't easy. But, yeah, let's go back to this. So the Our Truth series on our website. Sorry, go ahead. Hello?
I think that was Dr.
Nope, it's you.
Okay. You ladies, go ahead. Speak.
Okay, so I just wanted to say the Our Truth series is very much like what we're doing here. Corinna and I, we just pick a subject and then we just freestyle talking to the camera. But our website, we're also musicians, yes. So our lyrics, as we were saying earlier, our lyrics are supportive lyrics. So even if they play in the background, they're positive affirmations, if you want, but there's nothing negative in it. They will always support you if you sing along or just heard here in the background. Yeah, it's all about empowering, and it's all about inspirational. We would like to be inspirational, or we are. Yeah, yeah. Our website is the Our Truth series, us talking, and then we're also illustrators, so we have some art on there too. Very colorful stuff. We like to draw with color. Yeah. And with music videos and lyric videos. We love to do lyric videos because then you can read what we're actually saying. You want you to understand every word. Yeah, but, the message.
Nice.
And it's not that we're like, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, she just said that. Okay. It's not that we didn't like, I never sit down and think, ooh, what I'm going to write about. I have these moments where, like, one of my favorite stories is where I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing dishes and suddenly a melody comes into my head. And all I get is, might as well make it about you. And I got that in my head and I was like, ooh, I recorded on my phone. And then I made a song out of it.
And I wasn't thinking about the lyrics. They just came. And that's generally how it is. And I'm so grateful that we got that gift. Thank you, God, I love you. We really, like, that stuff just flows through. It isn't with thought. It's just the vessel. And then it feels like this is why we're here, because those things, they come effortlessly. If we're on the right path and we are following our passion, things come. Then we believe this about everyone. Every single person has something in them that will go effortlessly. Mm-hmm. And it's to come back to your dreams and desires and trusting that you can have them. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how much music plays. When you said you're in the kitchen and singing, I never forget that commercial that was so effective when I was growing up. And the lady, you know, she came home from work. She says, I could bring home the bacon, fry it up in the pan. You know, it's an Ajali commercial. I never will forget that. That was the coolest commercial when I was a kid. I used to love that.
A song about bacon. That's good.
Yeah. And then my favorite was, hey, Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid comes busting through.
and we were very cute. While I'm thinking, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, commercials really know how to use music.
And, you know, people do really well writing these jingles, you know, which I never really thought of that really as a business, you know, but there's people that just do it well.
Yeah, totally. They want you to keep it in your head, and then you keep singing it, and you don't forget the brand, or you don't forget
the commercials that we watch as kids. We can still sing the song. Yeah, for sure. You know, definitely. But they're German.
But you know who really did a good job at that is that Multiplication Rock and I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. Make it to cat. The little stuff you learn on Saturday morning, the cartoons, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, those are really good. So tell me, ladies, how do people work with you? They contact you, and what do? You interview them? How do you work with people?
We do trust our voices a lot, our inner feeling, but and that serves us well. Thank you, God.
Well,
but if you want to reach out and we want to meet you, we have what you want.
The email address is on our website, ourtruthmusic.com, and the email address info@ourtruthmusic.com.
Okay, say that again, so they can get it. Say it one more time.
Yeah, the email address is info@ourtruthmusic.com.
Okay.
Where you can reach out to us. We are going to have we're having a performance. We just had one last month. It's coming up again. The end of this month.
Yeah, on the 31st.
On the 31st, it looks like right now. So go to our website and check it out, where we will announce what exactly is going to happen. But we call it Up Close and Personal Show because it's a very small room and we're like a very intimate setting.
That was the show we just had.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Well, it's going to be intimate again, where we're talking about what we're talking here, and you know, we have subjects that we discuss, and then we also sing for our audience.
You know, I imagine you guys playing at a movie, at a theater. You know, people go put plays on. I just see you guys in that environment doing,
with a full, and please with a full orchestra.
Yeah, thank you. That's our goal. That's what we really want. The future. Yes, and we have all kinds of ideas of what would happen on stage in our songs. You know, we are very visual, and there are lots of ideas. We just need that person that puts us out there. So yeah, thank you for bringing that. People, anyone who'd like to put us on a big stage, thank you. We are here.
Because we also wrote a musical.
Right on.
We haven't mentioned that yet. We actually wrote a musical with the first album that we have as part of the musical, and it's a
very uplifting story that wants to, you know,
make
you feel good.
We want everybody to leave the movie and sing and dance,
just like I did out of Dirty Dancing. I danced out of that movie, and I would love people to do the same thing with our musical.
Nice.
You know, that was the biggest soundtrack. I remember being in Beverly Hills, and that was one of the most, when that came out, people were playing that soundtrack left and right. That made a big impact.
Yeah, that was a great soundtrack. What a great movie. I totally agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that soundtrack.
Yeah, good dancing, too, especially at the end when they jumped off the stage and
into
the crowd.
Great. I loved him.
What a
and
great
she's
actor.
Like the wind. Well done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's like the wind.
Great actor,
wonderful.
great person.
Yeah. Yeah, very inspiring. And then another one was that Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta.
Yeah, that one, I just watched that again not too long ago, and I was in shock of how dark that movie is. Musically, I agree with you. It's like really got a lot of, but it's so dark. Oh my God. I was a kid when I watched it, and it didn't sink in, but
You know what I
watching
heard
it as an
about that
adult.
was the high voices of the Bee Gees. I didn't know men could sing that high. You know, when I heard those
That
guys.
soundtrack and there's a difference between the music and the movie in that story. In Dirty Dancing, I feel like you can use the story and the soundtrack, and both of them are really uplifting. Yeah. But the other one, I mean, Saturday Night Live is not an uplifting story. Oy, oy, oy. I totally was in shock.
Not even Staying Alive, the one they did after that. Yeah.
Right. Oh, the second one, I love that soundtrack too. Yeah, we like it. We grew up with that.
You know, that was all Sylvester Stallone's brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, he did very well. And he was in that second movie. He was on stage with the blonde girl that did all those other dancing movies. It's kind of interesting back in that whole little genre, though. But, you know, the music, it can heal. It can heal the heart. That's what I really love about it. I love what you ladies are doing and putting it out there in that form because it's relatable. And that's very important nowadays. You have to be relatable to individuals even to get their attention.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we had beautiful feedback, I have to say, for our first
absolutely.
show. There was a lot of beautiful, wow, that's, you know, with the talking in between and not just the concert. And it made the lyrics more of a story and not just, you know, the words were taken more seriously as we did.
Yeah, because I could see Dr. Rabb out there, you know, doing the tango like James Bond, you know.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, Dr. Rabb, telling you a story of how to make the smoothie while you're doing the dance.
There you go.
Wouldn't that be funny, though? Wouldn't that be funny, a concept, if you had somebody dancing and telling the recipe? You know what I mean? That would be a trip. I might have to do that.
I love that. Do it. I think so too. Do it. I watch it.
Yeah. Doing the bolero. You know, when you learn how to make a special bone broth. That would be hilarious. But you know what? People wouldn't forget it. Yeah.
That's true.
They wouldn't forget it, you know, which would be very interesting.
Just by you sharing that story, you already gave a nice visual. Somebody's going to do it now.
Yeah. Yeah, with all this TikTok, people need a new idea, I tell you, you know. Because everybody wants to put on a little bit of clothing to get their message across, and it doesn't have to be like that all the time.
Nope.
Because that's it's kind of boring. I mean, how many times can you really do that? If you get 40 or 50, my God, you've seen pretty much everything. You don't want to keep seeing that every day.
Yeah.
That's why we need to be authentic so we get some new stuff out there because we're not all the same. And no moment is ever the same.
Yeah, that can go month to month.
Men too.
I know that's right. Look at Doctor on the old gutster in there. Men too.
I'm married. I know.
Well, ladies, I want you to go ahead and give out your contact information. Say everything twice, how you like to be contacted. And we did have a post on our Facebook page, Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. The post is there. If you guys like to comment or anything like that, all their information is there. Contact. So we want to definitely make sure you go ahead and check them out. Go ahead and ladies and give out your contact information twice and we'll close the show.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be with you guys. Yes, I want to say that too. Thank you, Dr. Rabb. Thank you, Dr. Brookh. Thank you, Johnathan. Wonderful. Yes.
Pleasure.
Our website is ourtruthmusic.com. Ourtruthmusic.com. And in case, it's music with a C, obviously. Not like in German with a K. Ourtruthmusic.com. Thank you. And then if you'd like to contact us, you can do that at info@ourtruthmusic.com. So again, that's info@ourtruthmusic.com.
All right.
Thank you again.
Hallelujah.
We want to thank you for coming on. Thank you so much, ladies. We'll have to get you back on in the future. If you're just tuning in, we're getting ready to tune out. This is Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show, and we'll have to see you next week. Have a great week, everyone.
Wonderful.
Take care.
Thank you.
Peace and love.
Bye-bye
Peace
now.
and love.
Peace and love.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for joining us on the Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. We are a globally hosted show dedicated to sharing holistic lifestyle events, practitioners, products and services, and useful information. Visit our website, createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Once again, createyourholisticlifestyle.com. Of course, our Facebook page is Create Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. We will see you next week.
Namaste.